Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Napatronics writes in and says, I find audio over the two inputs on the back, which would be the line-in inputs on the SP404 Mark II, is a lot more muted than I want it to be. For some reason, it's pretty silent. The front input has a gain knob, but that's only mono. USB-C is both loud and stereo, so I've heard that option, but it's cool. There's various options. It makes it more flexible. Yes, and I know I've talked about this before. The line in, for whatever reason, seems to have it's pretty quiet, and you're going to hit a certain point where it just can't get any louder. I've currently got the Access Virus here for the keyboard. It's plugged in, and let's go to record so we can see the dB meter. So this is max volume, and if I play a note, we can see it's like, I don't know, negative 9-ish dB or so. It's pretty low. And in fact, if we come over here, I've been trying to go through and gain stage things with this new setup. You can see, I don't know, on the MPC, I've been getting it closer to matching the SP404 Mark II. Not quite perfect yet, but anyway, the point is it might be an easier VU to see. Yeah, here it's maybe like negative 12 or so. Point is that, yeah, it's not as loud as something coming in through if you get the gain all the way up, or if you do USB-C. If I was to route this through like an iPad and then come into the USB-C, it's going to be at max volume. As I said, I've talked about this before. A really easy thing I usually do is just tap Isolator. It can tone it a little bit, depends on how much you trust the bands here, but if I just hold remain and hit Isolator just to keep it loaded. Frequently, I will go 12, 12, 12. Sometimes I'll do 6, 6, 6 to get the dBs up across evenly so that I'm not really changing the tone of the sound too much. And with that, you can see it's much louder. And to the point where I may actually be clipping digitally on the MPC. So it is definitely something to be careful of. But definitely get the volume up. I might have to actually tweak that down a tiny bit. Because I want to see like a little bit of the movement. So you can see here, it's got a little bit more movement. The input here now is just, looks like it's like super maxed up. I don't know if it's able to render enough movement with the pixels versus what's over here. So it might be just that I can't see it on the SP404 Mark II, but this is all the reasons why gain staging is important, because you want to have it as close to the volume from one device to the next and be able to kind of see how things are operating. Anyway, I don't know if that helps you out, Napatronics, but I know, as I said, I've talked about it a couple times. I tend to use just Isolator and just do an equal amount across the top for a gain, and it tends to help quite substantially for me able to actually pick out differences in some of the sounds. And if I go to like another example, I know it's off camera so you can't see it, but I've got on the Iridium here, you can kind of hear it's low. And if you look at the VU meter, it's pretty low here. We're at like negative 20 dB. If I go in and just hit Isolator with a 12 dB boost, it's much louder. It's easier to pick out some of those subtle sounds. So, as I said, I would give it a try, see if you're okay with it. I haven't gone in and checked to see if it like adds any like character by looking through like a spectrum analysis or anything, but for like just a quick simple fix, using Isolator with like a plus 6 dB across the board, plus 12 dB has been like a huge help. So yeah, hope that helps you guys out. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good, and peace.